by the Storm, a Guelph Storm podcast with myself, the voice of your Guelph Storm on Rogers TV, Ryan Drury. I'm very pleased to be joined by the import players for the Guelph Storm this year, Misha Haponenko and, of course, Simon Belohorsky. Guys, welcome to the show. Thanks for doing this.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you.
Look, I want to start. I'm going to take a run at pronouncing your hometowns. Okay, Misha, I'll start with you, and you guys give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down here on my pronunciation skills. Kharkiv,
Yeah,
pretty good. I get a thumbs up for that one. And Simon, Liberec.
Yeah, good.
Wow.
Really good.
Okay. I was nervous. I was like, I'm going to take a run at this, but I get a passing grade. All right. I like that. Misha, I want to start with you. Obviously, you've got a bit of an interesting journey to coming over to the Canadian Hockey League. Both you guys do. Obviously, you're of Ukrainian descent, but we were talking before Simon hopped on here. You and your family have lived in Norway for the last number of years, and you actually played a lot of your youth hockey there. Tell us a little bit about what that was like and what hockey is like over there.
yeah. I mean, here in Canada, the hockey much better than where I played. Like everything much faster, more physical. Yeah, I mean, I like to play here. I'm enjoying to be here.
Were you playing on Olympic size ice in Norway?
No,
So you were playing on NHL or junior hockey sized ice then?
yes.
Okay, so I mean that you didn't have to necessarily adjust to a different ice surface. Simon, what about you? What was your, youth hockey career like and some of the differences maybe to what you've experienced so far here in Canada?
It's pretty same what Hapo say. It's in Canada. It's much faster than in Czech, and physical is more than Czech. Yeah, it's pretty similar what Hapo said.
Misha, I want to talk to you a little bit about, growing up and first falling in love with the game. Obviously Ukraine, they've cranked out a smaller list of NHL players over the years, but the guys that have played from the Ukraine, there's some really good players on the list. You think of guys like Dmitry Kristich and Alex Ponikarovsky, and of course, Ruslan Fedotenko, who won a Stanley Cup with your head coach. Tell us a little bit about what you remember about being a little kid and first falling in love with the game of hockey.
Yeah, I mean, my father tell me when I was first time on ice, I cried a lot, don't want to go there. But now I just want to say thank you him, that I'm playing, I'm here. Oh, yeah.
And Simon, obviously for yourself, Czechia has cranked out a lot of really good NHL players, some of which are still playing. Think of David Pastrnak. He just hit 900 points. And of course, you go back to my favorite player when I was a little kid, some guy named Jaromir Jagr, who's still playing, which is incredible to say. What do you remember about first falling in love with the game as a little kid, and what inspired you to play when you were that age?
Like my experience is my brother play hockey too. He was drafted by Chicago Blackhawks to NHL, and yeah, I follow him. We play together, like in front of my house in Czech, and yeah, I love play hockey because my brother. Like,
And Simon, your brother, he played pro for a while in Europe after getting drafted, of course. Is he still playing?
no, he's retired.
Okay, but Matush?
Yeah,
Yeah, your older brother. And he's what, 9 years older than you? 10 years older than you?
10 years.
Right on. Well, it's great that you were able to kind of experience falling in love with the game with a sibling, of course.
Yeah.
Misha, I want to ask you a little bit about, your decision to come over, obviously, and play in Canada. You guys have both made it to the best junior hockey league in the world, at least in my opinion. I certainly think the Ontario Hockey League is. What inspired your decision, Misha, to come over and play in the Ontario Hockey League?
I want to improve myself, want to do my best. So it's this league. It's give me everything, like to show it.
It certainly does. And I mean, Simon, I'm sure that you probably had similar reasons wanting to
Yeah,
come over and showcase yourself in the best league in the world.
yeah. I think I don't want to say the same thing like Hapo said right now, but I think it's a dream of all youngest player. The yeah, it's the best league for me too. Like
I certainly think so. And you guys have gotten off to really great starts. Obviously, you both have a few goals under your belt, of course. And I'll start with you, Misha. What was it like, that experience of scoring your first OHL goal? I'm sure that was a big moment, obviously, for yourself and your family. We were excited about it. What was it like for you scoring that first one?
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, I like that here in Ontario Hockey League, there are a lot of people coming to the game, a lot of fans. So it's like you scored and so loud, you go into the fans. So yeah, it was great.
And Simon, yourself, obviously, scoring. You scored last weekend at home again. What was it like for you scoring your first goal?
yeah, it's I can say what feelings it at mine like I can say it's like I don't know. I can describe the feelings in me at that time. I enjoying
Obviously,
the yes. Sorry,
oh,
I
sorry. I was gonna say, like, both you guys obviously, have family that are watching, and for you guys, like, we talk a lot about Ontario Hockey League players. No matter where you go and where you're from, you're moving generally to a different city. You guys moved to a totally different country. What's the experience been like so far for you, Simon? I'll start with you this time. What's it been like for you settling in Guelph and being in Canada?
yeah. It's for me. It's my first time be out of Czech and play hockey in different country. Then I enjoying. It's fun. Boys are great, and yeah, it's great.
Misha, how's things going for you settling in Canada and being in Guelph? Are you enjoying your time in the Royal City so far?
Yes, it's new experience, new country, like new city, everything new. So I enjoy.
Now, one thing that would be similar with both of your guys. Now, obviously, I know hockey has a little more deep roots in Czechia than it does in Ukraine, but I do know that football, or as people call it over here, soccer, is a big deal in your home countries. Maybe more in Ukraine than Czechia, although the Czech team has obviously cranked out a lot of great players too. Did you guys both grow up big football or soccer fans, Misha?
Yeah, I really like soccer. And when I was young, like I like to play with my friends. I like to watch it. So yeah.
Did you have a favorite team? Because being Ukrainian, I'm a huge Chelsea fan, and there was a guy that was a pretty good player from your home nation, Andrei Shevchenko, that I still love. I have his jersey. I probably should have worn it. Do you have a favorite team that you liked watching?
Yeah, I like Liverpool.
Oh, Liverpool! You're killing me over here. Simon, yourself, do you have a favorite football team?
Yeah, I like to. It's one my most favorite team is Sparta Prague, and the second one is Real Madrid. And yeah,
Okay, so you're a Madrid guy, so you're into the Ronaldos, the Vinny
yeah.
Juniors of the world. Okay, I understand. That's good. Um, I want to ask you too, Simon, just a little bit about your equipment that you play with. I like to ask all the guys the first time they're on about their equipment. Run us through the stick you're using, your curve pattern, and the skates that you like to use.
I like what I'm wearing right now. I have when I fly here, I have pretty same like things, and yeah, the curves. I have curve the same thing, same like my brother when he playing, and yeah,
Do you like a bigger curve or a more open toe on your stick?
no bigger curve.
Bigger, yeah. I was a big curve guy too. Misha, yourself, what kind of stick do you prefer?
I'm using now Butterfly Light. It's 77 flex and P92.
The P92, that might be the most popular curve ever. What do you like about the P92?
I don't know, I'm just always played with it. so I
You get
just keep
just used
going.
to it.
Yeah.
In terms, Misha, you mentioned obviously earlier that the physicality over here in the Canadian junior game is a little heavier than what you guys both experienced in Europe. But you certainly don't look like, neither of you look like the physicality has been a huge adjustment for you. Misha, just in terms of that physical play, like you're a big kid. You use your size well out there. How much of an adjustment was it really kind of getting used to the physicality? Because it doesn't look like it's really affected you.
No, of course, sometimes it's get hard. Yeah.
But like I said, you've got good size and you've thrown some big hits out there. Like, do you enjoy getting involved and throwing the body around a little bit?
Yeah. Actually, yeah.
Yeah, well, you're good at it. And Simon, for yourself, like I said, neither of you guys look like the physicality. Like people talk about it. Oh, it's different in Europe. It doesn't look like it's affected you much either.
Yeah, it's like first 3 games, it's I feel the difference, but after the 3 games, it feels good. Like I like play physical hockey, then I don't have many problems with that.
No, you certainly don't. Neither of you do. And I want to talk to you both about obviously international representation. And Misha, obviously, you got a really unique opportunity this year to go and represent your country at the D1B Under 20 World Juniors. And I know that you were able to go there with a teammate on the Storm, obviously. So, what was that experience like for you to be able to go and share the ice with Ilya Shabinsky and represent your country?
Yeah, I mean, like it always good to represent your country. Like we're trying to do our best as a national team. So yeah, this year it wasn't good year, but it was a new group for us. So it's great that we stay and we'll try to do something better next year.
And then obviously, Simon, your national team has made a lot of noise over the last number of years. I mean, the progression that we've seen over the last decade, really, of the Czech national team at the World Junior level, and of course internationally all around, has really been something. Like that's got to be a tremendous source of pride for people in Czechia that obviously have a deep love of hockey. What's it been like for you to kind of see that progression and hopefully include yourself in that maybe at some point too?
Yeah, it's honor to play for national team, and yeah, I think it's most help is the Czech players. Most Czech players in the U20s is drafted to OHL, WHL, and Canadian leagues, and I think that's most helping them. Yeah.
Yeah, the development's been absolutely unbelievable. I want to ask both of you too. Obviously, your families, like, your brother, Simon, and of course, your family, Misha, like, when you're a hockey player, your family is a huge part of getting you to where you want to go. But I wonder for both of you if there's somebody along your hockey journey, maybe a teammate that you played with, back in Europe or a coach that had a big impact on your career so far. Misha, is there somebody that sticks out for you that had a big impact getting you here?
Yeah, of course, like my family always support me, my friends, but my coaches, they was with me like all this time. They always help me. So yeah, I just want to say thank you to my coaches.
And Simon, is there somebody, obviously you mentioned your brother, of course, but is there somebody along the line that maybe you want to give a special shout out to as well?
Yeah, my coach from Liberec, Wojciech Fiala, he such a nice guy, and he cares care of me like his own child, and yeah, I thanks him and my brother, like, and my family, sure.
Absolutely. I wonder for both of you, obviously, I kind of ran down some names of guys from your countries that have made big NHL impacts. I wonder, I'm sure that you are similar to your teammates here, where you watched YouTube highlights and got to take in NHL games. And I wonder if there are any particular players that are in the NHL now that you guys grew up watching highlights of that you really enjoyed and maybe tried to model your game after a little bit. Simon, is there anybody that jumps out that you liked watching?
Yeah, he's not from Czech, but Patrick Kane.
That's a pretty good one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Patrick Kane's highlight videos are pretty well watched. I'm not surprised by that. Misha, is there anybody that you really liked to watch that you tried to kind of take a little bit from?
Yeah, there's a lot of players, but uh, actually it's Sidney Crosby.
Sidney, that's a good one. Sid's had a pretty good career. I think that
Yeah.
his highlight reel is pretty well watched as well. Um, I want to ask you guys, obviously I like to talk to your teammates the first time they come on about, their music preferences, what they like to listen to kind of get pumped up. I'm really curious to hear your guys' take because correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know that country music is as big where you guys are from as it is here. So has kind of melding into the country scene in the dressing room been a bit of an adjustment for you, Misha?
Yeah, it's always Canadian music. Usually
Yeah.
we listen it like when we go into training, in the car, in locker room, like everywhere.
What would you throw on if you were kind of in control of the music? Are there any artists that you kind of like to listen to kind of get in the zone?
No, I actually like music that we listen in locker room.
Okay, so you're okay with the country stuff then. You've kind of
Yeah.
accepted it. Okay. Simon, was there a bit of an adjustment for you with the country stuff and is there anything you'd maybe throw on instead?
No, I love that. I love country music, but in Czech
Okay.
it's not too much popular. But yeah, I love it.
What's more popular over there? Like I know that the Czechia has cranked out a lot of great techno artists and DJs over the years, Eurodance stuff. Like, is that still kind of the popular thing over there?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Still popular. Yeah,
club music. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm curious, do either of you have a pick of what you would maybe choose if the team let you choose a goal song? Does something jump out for you, Simon? Is there a song that you'd like to throw on there?
From my national team, we have what is his name? Uh, Aji Duchové. Then yeah, it's a pretty good song for
Okay.
golfer.
I like that. Misha, is there a song that you'd throw on if they let you pick a goal song?
Oh, it's actually a hard question.
Yeah.
I, I cannot say anything like.
I'm gonna come
uh,
up with something for you guys. I'll come up with something and throw it on the list. I'm gonna compile a playlist of all the songs I've suggested for you guys. Maybe it'll get played in the locker room. Maybe you guys won't like it. I don't know. Um, I'm curious too. You guys have been able to kind of get on the road and experience what road trips are like here. Obviously, the travel in the Ontario Hockey League is not quite as intense as like the Western Hockey League, but there's some long bus trips. Like, what's that been like for you guys? Are you guys involved in this card league I hear about, this card game thing on the bus? Like, are either of you guys playing in that, Misha?
No,
The card,
I'm
yeah,
usually
you're not into
yeah.
the
I'm
card
just
thing.
no. I'm just spend time with Ilya.
Yep, that makes
We just
sense.
yeah.
Simon, are you involved with this card stuff? What's your bus routine like?
No, I'm not playing. I like only sit or lay down and listening music and sleeping, napping.
When you're on the road, maybe you're staying over somewhere. Are you guys big Netflix guys? Like, what are you throwing on when it's like downtime, time to chill out? Is there anything you're throwing on in particular, Simon?
No, not too much. I watch Netflix, but not too much. Like,
Yeah, nothing in particular. What about
no.
you, Misha? Is there anything that you like to watch when it's just downtime?
Yeah, no, not really.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. This makes sense because this is why you guys are high level athletes and I do what I do because I just watch Netflix all the time and you guys are in good shape playing in the best hockey league in the world. How about that? I'm curious too, is there any visiting rink that you guys have gone to on the road so far that you've really enjoyed playing? And Misha, I'll ask you first, is there a road rink that's really stuck out that you're like, that was a great barn to play in?
Oh, Kitchener, they have a really big rink. There is a lot of fans. but I mean like rink, it's bigger than our.
Yeah, and Kitchener, it's a historic rink too. That's an old rink, and it's got a lot of history in it. Simon, is there a rink that sticks out for you?
Yeah, it's gonna be Sioux. They have pretty good
Interesting
arena.
rink.
Yeah,
Interesting rink. It's a good rink though, but the bus trip is
yeah, pretty
it's
long. Yeah,
something. That's something to experience. On the note of playing in rinks, Misha, you kind of touched on it earlier about how loud it is, scoring your first goal. And what's both of your takes been so far on playing at the Sleeman Center and playing in front of really passionate fans in Guelph every night? Simon, I'll start with you. What's it been like for you, and how enjoyable is it to play at
yeah.
the Sleeman Center?
I enjoying so much. The fans is I can describe how I feel when they are cheering, and yeah, they are great
It's a
fans we
great
have.
it's a great fan base. Misha, I'm sure you feel the same.
Yes, it's really great that a lot of people coming and they like worried about us. Like they're always with us. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great fan base, and it's a great barn to play in. And on that note, next year it's going to be extra fun to play in the barn. The Memorial Cup is coming to town. So, what was that kind of like for you guys to learn that the best tournament in junior hockey in the world outside of international competition is coming to Guelph? Obviously, that must have been really exciting for you and the boys to find out, eh, Misha?
Yeah, of course, it's get like this chance. It's a dream.
And Simon, I'm sure it was very exciting for you too to find
Yeah,
that out.
yeah, it's exciting. Like most players never play. I think never play the Memorial Cup, and we are so lucky we have the you know we have the chance to play at the Memorial Cup.
Yeah, it's a lot more rare than people think. Like, not a lot of guys get to experience it. It's only 4 teams that get to go every year. It's not a guarantee. I want to ask you guys as well a little bit about the city of Guelph. Obviously, it's been enjoyable for you guys. Do either of you have any favorite spots that you've been able to go to in Guelph? Maybe a restaurant with the guys. Does anything stick out on that front, Simon?
Yeah, we mostly going to restaurant with the boys, like pre-game meals, and yeah, it's gonna be Montana, Zitaka, and
Those
yeah,
are good ones. Those are good. Those are popular spots. Misha, is there any spot that sticks out for you?
Yeah, same as Simon, but also Skadabush.
Okay, I
yeah,
like that. That's a
Scaramush.
good that's a good call out. I'm curious too just about obviously you guys are over here you're getting to play, potentially in a Memorial Cup, and we're in the stretch drive of the season, like the trade deadline is passed. Tell me a little bit about this group that you guys are playing with as you guys try and gear up to try and make a run toward the playoffs, Simon. Like, how's everybody feeling? What's the group dynamic like with this team? Because my take on it is you guys seem really close.
Yeah, we are really close with the boys, and I think it's boys feeling great. Everyone's feeling great. I think we starting winning games right now, and yeah, I think everything is sitting down.
Now, Misha, I wanted to ask you, I'll ask both you guys this. I mentioned earlier, obviously, with your fellow countryman Ruslan Fedotenko, he won a Stanley Cup with the guy that's your head coach now. So, what's it been like for you to be able to have a two-time Stanley Cup winner? Corey won two back to back. What's it been like to have that guy as a head coach, kind of helping you along, not only find your footing in the OHL, but just from a teaching standpoint, Misha, what's it been like for you having Corey Stillman as your head coach?
Yeah, I mean like it's really great. It's I mean like it's lucky to have like this coach. So I'm trying to learn a lot from Korea. Oh yeah.
Pretty good guy to learn from. And Simon, I'm sure it's the same for you. And like, obviously, Rob Davidson, your defensive coach, played in the NHL for a long time. Having that kind of NHL experience for both of you on the bench to kind of pick their brains, that's got to be a huge advantage for you.
Yeah, it's a great thing to have these coaches, and I think doing great job with us, and yeah.
Well, I want to say this before I let you guys go. You guys are both doing a great job adjusting over here. Like I said, the league does not look too much for you guys. You guys have fit into the group really well, and I know the fans have really enjoyed watching you guys play. I want to thank you guys so much for doing this. I know it's not always easy doing interviews in English and coming over and adjusting, so I really, really appreciate both you guys doing this, eh? Thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, everybody, remember, you can find this podcast on all your favorite podcast apps, YouTube, the team website, and if you want to come down, get tickets, and watch Misha Haponenko and Simon Belohorsky play with their Guelph Storm teammates, you can get tickets on the team website or the box office at the Sleeman Center. We'll be back next week with more Eye of the Storm.